Toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. Once you pop, lock it for me, girl, get low. If your mama gave it to you, baby girl, let it show. Once you pop, drop it for me, baby, we can roll.
Pop, lock and drop it. 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 Pop, drop it.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Akuma Studies, and today we are re-reviewing the Sarb033. This watch I've had currently for about, I want to say, 6 months, and out of all of the watches in my collection, this is the one that I've been wanting to sell the most, because of a number of reasons. Number one, it's a relatively it stays relatively at the same price. As long as you have the bracelet, as long as you have the box, and it's in alright working condition, these hold their value, I would say, moderately well. I think this one could go around maybe $250, maybe $250, $260 if I, did the listing correctly and had a good reputable rating. I got this from my good friend Arnie for $230. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are you bringing that up? Because that price it influences my decision on what I think about the wristwatch, because I got it for, I would say, a very, very good price. This watch is rocking the 6R15C movement, as you can see here. It's a very, very, very lovely movement. Honestly, speaking of which, I'll bring out the movement. This is the movement I will be using for the wristwatch I am designing. As you can see here, what the movement looks like. Very, very lovely, I would say. I haven't taken it out or anything like that. Let's see if I can get maybe a better, here we go. Just move the rotor out of the way a bit. As you can see, it's slightly decorated. It's a pretty lovely movement. But this is a Miyota. I'm not going to say what, but as you can see, they are kind of similar in their aesthetic. I would say the Seiko movement is a bit larger, but besides that, it's still a fairly gorgeous. Both are very, very gorgeous movements. And the good thing, what this has been making me kind of think is that the movement looks very similar to the one I want to be using in the wristwatch that I'm designing. So maybe I'll have an open display back for him. And a few other good things about this wristwatch is that it's extremely accurate. When this is charged and has been charged for a little while, I trust this more than a lot of my quartz movements and or clocks. Dude, this watch is a beast when it comes to accuracy. The finishing, I mean, people have talked about this for days. The finishing on the Sarb033 is just absolutely stunning. It's just, honestly, it never ceases to amaze me how much this watch packs for a $330 price range. And this is going to be a tough competitor for me, but I think that I can offer some interesting things that this watch doesn't offer. It has a date window, which the one feature I love about the date window is that it's black. Too many times do people make black watches with a white white. As you can see there, actually, you can kind of see the. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can see the what's it called? The ray effect on there. Too many times watches have black dial, and then a white date wheel. That is honestly one of the most annoying things on earth. Signed Seiko. Now I don't really see that kind of S very often on Seikos. I think it's very, very, very cool. And I mean, really, it's just a stunning wristwatch. It's great for, I would say, business casual, maybe semi-formal occasions. I mean, I wore it today on a NATO strap with, a button-up polo and some jeans. Yeah, I wore it today with a button-up polo and some jeans, and, it works well. Especially if you match it with a nice, simple colored NATO strap. It's pretty versatile, actually. The lume on it is visible. It's not the most amazing, but it's a dress watch, so I mean, what can you really expect? We talked about the finishing on the case, but the finishing on the dial specifically, I'm going to say the indices, the hands, and just around the date wheel, it all looks good. It all works very, very, very well. I mean, if you can just take a look at that right there. I want to just try to see if I can get a good angle for it without, you know, having glare, but you know, it works exceptionally well. There you go, it focused. It works exceptionally well. It's a 38mm, which I like and sort of dislike at the same time. My qualms with 38mm is just that, you know, I feel like it is pretty large for a dress watch. So I personally consider the Sarb033 a sports dress watch, if that really makes any sense. Because here, we'll pull out a real ass dress watch, and we'll pull out a real ass tool watch. So here's the Seiko SKX013, and here's my little gold Longines. You know, example of a dive watch, an example of a dress watch. Now, if you put both of these watches together, I feel like you would have this. You know, it has a sapphire crystal. It what else? I mean, it has a sapphire crystal. It is 100 meters water resistant. It has a manual wind. It has hacking. It's like a kind of, imagine like a beefed up SKX turned into a dress watch. I mean, that's the best way that I can really put the Sarb033. And people love these things. I mean, I totally understand why. I've handled the white dial version. I like it, but I don't really think it has the same, I would just say, awe about it. One thing I dislike about the Sarb035 is that the date wheel, the date color, whatever it is, it's cream colored, and you can really tell when you look at the dial. I find it just a little bit like, you know, I don't know why they chose to go with the cream, but it's still, I mean, it's the same wristwatch, just a different dial. But just the Sarb033, it really kind of opens your mind to, I think, I want to know what, you know what, this price range, $300 to $500, is the best bang per buck you will ever get for a wristwatch. If you're more of a connoisseur, and you care about the little details, you know, you're not, you know, thinking about it, you know, Rolexes, I think you could compare this to a Rolex, honestly. You know, that might seem pretty crazy to some of you who've handled Rolexes and have had the Sarb033, but if you overlook the fact that it's a $330 wristwatch, and you just wear it around town, you know, just kind of see how you feel when you wear it. I wore this to a job interview, what is it? Actually, yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Yeah, I think it was 2 days ago. You know, I'll just let you guys know. Yeah, I'm gonna be an intern at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation starting, we'll just say this summer. And I was wearing this watch during the interview, and I just felt like a baller, honestly. You know, dress watches aren't really, like my little gold Longines isn't appropriate for the summer weather at all. It's hot, it's on a leather strap, it's quite fragile in comparison to the Sarb033. This is perfect for the person who wants a watch for work, wants a watch for kind of formal occasions, dresses up a bit more smart, you know, wants to remain professional, you know, wants it to be robust. You know, you can wear this wristwatch, you know, hiking, you can wear this wristwatch, you know, I mean, just, honestly, this watch can be whatever you want it to be. It can be a tool watch, throw it on a knitted strap like me. It can be a dress watch, throw it on a leather. It's an exceptionally versatile wristwatch. That's why I was comparing it to the Rolex, because Rolexes are very dress watch, or I mean, it's an everyday watch, you know. And I would consider the Sarb033 the low end equivalent of a Datejust. Well, I gotta go. Thanks for watching the video, and E-Man out. or Akuma. Peace.